Oh, it says we are live on there. It's never said that before in the middle. Just.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. Let's have a look on your phone, see if we're live.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, all. From a snowy West Midlands.
Yeah, we're live.
So glad we didn't go out today. Oh, and we're just putting the house dinner in the oven as well. Oh, that's a treat, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's more chaos today. Big chaos.
Right, so we have got all the Peakys on. We've got Victoria Cooper. We've got Jackie W, Cat 69, Susie Rolls, Rachel Bailey, Rachel F, Nichols, Diane, Gail Duvernay. How you doing? GS, Patty Yo-Yo.
I shall put the link on the group in a minute.
Yeah, we'll decide when you're coming on.
Well, yeah, we got
Sean
Rusty and Alison in the comments as well. The Peakys.
We've got Sean, we've got Jeannie, Stella, Lisa, Francis. How you doing? Mwah. Big hello to you, Francis. We've got Lynn Baker.
Hi, everybody. Right,
We've got
Cheryl.
We've got Cheryl Bostock. We've got Alan Eworth. How you doing? Oh, we've got Tracy. How you doing, Tracy? Now, Tracy, I'm glad you've come on because I've been trying to get in touch with you now, and there's a bit of a language barrier, so you have to bear with me. Neverton Magnificent, how you doing, Buster? Diane Stabler, Dr. Drew. Yes, I've been trying to get in touch for Tracy to get in touch with Pressure de Treasures in France, and there's a little bit of a language barrier. I'm texting them and asking them for their address or PO box, but I'll have to try and do it some other way. Good, Joanne Smith. How you doing, Joanne? Dave Smooger. We've got Prop Fella. How you doing? Happy New Year to you all. I'm glad we're in the new year now, and nice clean slate for the Peaky Dippers, and get out there and we'll find some more history, more locations to come. We've got some permissions with a bit of luck. We've got Joanne Brixton. How you doing? Trent, how you doing? So, letting the figures build up a little bit, because again, we've got a giveaway wheel with at least 70, 80 people on. So, we're at 52 people at the moment, so we'll let it build up, so we're all being fair. We've got Sarah Ballantyne, how you doing? We've got Raymond Clough. Right, so, Judy Rudd. You're on a bumpy road, Francis? Oh, dear. We've got Rob Oil, Blistering Barnacles, Charlie Chivington, how you doing? Yes, so as you can see, guys, and most of you already know, we're doing a live today rather than yesterday. We went bottle digging yesterday, me and Marie did, on our own, but it was nice and dry, lovely. Had a little bit of a bottle dig. Found some bits and bobs, and then last night all the heavens opened up, and there's like 2 inches of snow on the ground now around there. And I'm so glad we didn't go out today. We needed a bit of a break. We've got part 2 of last week's video on Thursday, so we've been working to make sure there's videos to bridge Christmas and New Year's, if that makes sense. So yeah, today's just a little day off. We can have a roast dinner. We've got Digger Duck Australia. How you doing? So, yeah, yesterday I went to go and get some bottles, and we didn't hit the best part of the dump. We tried a different side, but we had some little gems amongst the rough. But it was far and in between what we was having. But there is some nice bits, which I'll put some photos up of on Peaky Dipper's History Hunters page, which is on Facebook. If you're not part of that, please join and I'll click you in. It's tried to snow here, but turned into sleety snow. Now, last night in this area, the snowflakes were coming down. I bet there was this big. And then it got a little bit windy and there was blowing them sideways. And the sky is full of it again. So we'll probably have a second bout. But we didn't want to. We got Steve and Alison that live up north. We got Michael and Kirsty that live up the road from me, to be fair. But to ask Steve to come down to where, which is about an hour and a half's drive, just so we could go down to say, let's say, for example, Oxford, which is another hour and a half from here. It's just silly. I'm not going to put people at risk like that. Because while they're down here, it could be snowing really bad up there. Then it's a struggle for them to get home and stuff like that. We woke up to snow this morning. Blackpool, Tracy. We got Rachel Bailey being. Right, not a single snowflake here, Stella said. Some of the country hasn't been it, and actually I think London, if I've seen it right, is actually about 13 degrees. So like there's a north-south divide where there's warmer temperatures down the south and colder up the north, and we're in the middle. So Jennifer Lamb, how you doing? Hello to you and Clay. We've got Richard Campbell. Kim rocks the trees. I do apologise if I've missed anyone's name. Marie will be in a minute. She's just putting our roast dinner into the oven and making a cup of coffee by the sounds of it. Oh, I love that clatter of a spoon. We've got Tracy Wootton, as in Daventry and nearly gone. Okay. Well, Daventry's not a million. Well, it's about 40 miles from here. But yeah, Daventry and Rugby and that area. Coventry. We've got Jerry Thompson. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep the conversation going now. So we've got a special feature today. People keep asking to see the cannon. So you amazing people today. Alison, you're always doing a roast dinner, even on a Sunday. I'm coming to one. Actually, no, I've seen one of your roast dinners, Alison. It's not as. It's all right. It looks all right. Photos of people's dinners never do anything for me. Never do anything for me. That's no offence to Alison, because she's probably a really good cook. But I can't do other people's dinners. When they go, rate my plate, I'm like, 0. Yes, so I'm going to get back onto the conversation I was on about. So everybody asks to see the cannon. I get private messages about the cannon. And it's been, what, a year and a half onwards, hasn't it? Michael and Kirsty wasn't actually in Peakys at the time, but they came to meet us. And as they walked, when they parked their van up and walked up to us, was the exact moment we was pulling the cannon out. So today, you beautiful people have got the joy of, and if you haven't seen it already, you have got the joy of seeing when me and Steve pulled it out, and what it looks like now, because it doesn't take us a year and a half to clean it up.
Oh, no.
It takes me a couple of weeks.
Shall we, when we do the giveaway later on?
We'll do the giveaway later on.
Shall we then show the footage?
She's come along and taking charge, look, guys. Now, the women are going to stick up for you, but the men are going to be like, where did she come from?
Shall we show the footage of when it was pulled out? And then get to Rusty on.
We've got our lights on, Steve.
I know it's really awkward, the lights at the minute, because it's...
Well, that other light on, see if that makes any difference as well. You're making me put 2 lots of lights on, Steve.
We need one of those ring lights.
Yes. As it should be, Glenn, Patty. Look, I'm not going to argue, Patty.
Is that any better?
Is that better, Steve? Is that okay for you? He's just trying to get me to spend money on gas and electric bills. Right. Marie, I know him.
Let's shut these front curtains.
NJB, hello, Peaky and Marie. Don't know if you remember, spoke a week ago. You went magnet fishing on our anniversary, found a lovely, lovely musket ball. Well happy.
Oh, I've got a shout out to do as well.
Hang on. I'm trying to work out who this person is.
I don't know if you remember. It's got to. Oh. Poor on.
No offence, but we've got many people that we talk to and get messages from, so I do apologise. I can't actually remember, but good on you for finding a musket ball, because that is a nice find to find if you've only just started as well. Yeah. Really good.
Well done.
Right, okay, so what was you saying, Marie?
I was going to say, shall we show, first off, the footage of when you and Steve found it? And then after the footage, we can grab...
I want some thumbs up first, and I want people to be saying, yes, I want to see it. So I'll give it 2 minutes. Let's see who wants to see this.
And then we can get Rusty on. Then we can have a little talk, and then we can show the footage of the cannon restored.
Yeah. Okay.
Shall we do it that way, shall we?
Yeah. Give it a couple of minutes. I want to see who... Brilliant thumbs up. Yes, thumbs ups are coming, look. Come on. When I see this...
probably all.
When I see this comment box with yellow thumbs up on it.
Mixed bag of Irish. Hello to you.
Mixed bag of Irish, welcome. Welcome to anybody who's new to our channel. We have, off the back of the French really as well, since their video went out, we've got a lot of new people subscribed to us, so thank you very much.
They've probably already seen the footage of when the cannon came out, but we'll play it again anyway, and then we'll show you the cannon restored a bit later on. We'll do it separately.
Right, what we're going to do then, because lots of thumbs up going up, we're going to now play the foot. It's probably about 5 minutes long, guys, so pull up with it, but it is, you see the reaction that when we pull anything out, to be fair, you're going to see a reaction when we pull a piece of history out. And this is what we get every week, even if it's this big, but this is special. So I'll let Marie play it now.
All right, let's bring it up. Oh, hang on. Right then, so let's play the footage. Here we go.
It's moving. Come off it. Oh no! It is! Marie!
No, don't say that.
It is!
Don't you say that. You're having me on.
Look, get your bloody magnet on it,
You're having me on. You're having me on.
Right, the guys are shouting. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to put my rucksack on and run round because I can't leave anything up on the bridge. But I've left the magnets there. So, hang on. Oh, please tell me they got one. Please tell me they got one. Oh, God.
We've got one!
I'm gonna make
it is!
Oh, Steve.
I got oh yes! Come on, you bugger!
No way! I'm gonna cry.
We got oh, you're shaking.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, you beauty!
That was over there. That's away from any of them.
Oh yes! Marie, get down here with the camera.
Look at the condition of that, Steve.
Bola.
It's lighter.
Oh, hang on, I get the magnet off. Oh, you swallowed it.
No way. It is one of them.
Oh man, it's got an anchor on it.
Give me 5, bro.
It's got an anchor.
Oh, it's got an anchor.
Nigel's had here's a crown on Nigel's, wearing it.
Was it clear on? Was it?
Yeah. Oh man.
Look at the condition of that.
Where's Marie? Marie! We've got one! We've got a bloody cannon!
No way! Oh no!
I'm in shock. I'm speechless.
Oh my God.
You know, that must have been under the sill.
Oh, Bab.
Oh, we'll give her a hug.
Oh.
I'll blow your kiss. I'll drag that from the other side of the river, bad.
Oh, man. Should we get up there?
That was it. I think I've done something. Keep my mind us. It's heavy enough, like. Upon this wall.
1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. Hold it there. I'll get up the ladder.
Steve, look at that.
That's number 3 now.
Man.
It's a cannon. It's a cannon.
I said to Steve this morning.
So deserved, all of you. Really good.
Oh,
You've got a big cannon there, Steve. What balls do you fire?
yeah, this is the photo we need.
Today we have found an amazing piece of history, waiting to tell its tale once more. A Royal Naval signal cannon. These remarkable pieces of artillery were not only instruments of war, but also crucial communication tools that shaped the maritime world in fascinating ways. From the golden age of sail to the modern era, signal cannons played a pivotal role in maritime communication. They were the means of which ships communicated vital messages, alerting nearby vessels and harbours of their presence, intentions and emergencies. Signal cannons came in an array of designs, sizes and mechanisms, each tailored to convey specific messages. Their distinct blasts and patterns of firing provided sailors and harbour masters with a visual and auditory language, enabling effective coordination and ensuring safe navigation. These cannons spent a lifetime at sea, aiding in navigation, coordinating fleets and signalling distress. As maritime trade expanded and naval operations became more sophisticated, the importance of these cannons grew, leaving an indelible mark on maritime history. And as the sands of time shift, so do the secrets of our history. And with each discovery, we inch closer to understanding the fascinating tapestry of our past.
Okay, there, guys. So we do apologise about the footage jumping. We don't understand why it's doing that, but it is what it
It's got
is.
to be a StreamYard.
It must be something to do with the app we're using. But yeah, I'm going to bring on Steve in a minute. Once he's got the link.
Yeah, the link.
Hello to anybody who's joined while we've been playing that footage. But yes, as you can imagine, believe it or not my favourite find. It was an amazing find, but not my favourite find. I found stuff that's this big and it's better in my eyes, but it is a piece of history that we're not going to probably get one again. Let's face it.
He's down here.
Steve's there. I can see him.
What I might do next time is try it on a different kind of screen. That's why I swapped screens so far through. Maybe we need it on a smaller screen.
All right, so we're going to bring Steve on. I'm going to let him chat about that day in Sheffield.
Oh, what a day! I was so emotional.
It was excellent, wasn't it, bro?
It was a day we'll never forget, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Hello,
It was
everybody.
magical. Magical.
But if you go back, if you want to see the footage without the slight pauses in it for some reason, then you will find it on our channel. But yeah, the footage is fine on the channel, but it's just when we upload it to here, for some reason, it gets a bit jumpy.
Bit like me.
So where are you, Stephen?
I'm shattered. I've just got in from work.
Oh,
So yeah, on a Sunday as well.
Well, it's all this white stuff that keeps falling from the sky. It creates more work for me.
Have you got lots up there?
We've had about the same as you. We had about 4 inches overnight. But because I work in education and we've got 17 schools in our trust, it's been a busy day clearing snow, making sure that everything's ready for all the schools to open tomorrow. Hence why I'm still in my snow clothes.
Oh yeah.
it's better than you having snow clothes on.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, that day, Steve, if I remember right, the week before, when we was pulling other people's stuff in, we was on the boat, if you remember.
That's right, yeah.
And we caught what we thought was something heavy. And we kind of said to each other, didn't we, on that boat, we went, we're going to leave this because we didn't want to take all the thing off everybody else at the time. So we kind of said we're going to go back, didn't we? Because we knew where this target was off the boat.
Yeah.
And boy, did it pay off. I thought probably scaffold bar or a bollard, you know.
Remember, we nearly lost a magnet that day as well because we ended up, the day we had the boat on, because we ended up running that rope along the wall, didn't we? And when we went back, the rope had vanished.
That's right, yes. Yeah.
So somebody out there had been before us and robbed our rope.
Yes, robbed our rope robbers.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I believe a lot of people hit that area after the first one was found. Every man and the dog was up there, weren't they?
I think, to be honest with you, bro, because we've done Sheffield a couple of times before, and I think probably people thought that of us, but to be fair, we didn't go up there for the cannon.
To be honest, all's fair in love and war. Everybody knew the cannon had been pulled out of there. It was only a matter of time before everybody was going to hit that area anyway. So why not us? And we was lucky. We was one of the lucky ones.
Yeah. And I've always said there could be another 10 in there. There might not be no more in there. But when you think of your magnet being that, out of all that river, and you're lucky enough to pull something like that out, it is what, 1 in a 1,000 chance, really, isn't it? You know.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show. I mean, look how many times that area has actually been hit by different people since the first cannon was found. There's been so many people up there. And then we met up with the Pressure to Treasures guys, and they still got fantastic finds.
They was pulling some amazing stuff out that day.
And yet that water should have been completely empty.
Yeah. And they've got the cube magnet. I'm not advertising it, but they've got the cube magnet, and it really works well for them because they was dipping some of the edges. Perhaps we wouldn't have wanted to risk putting out 360.
I don't know, because our magnets and everybody else's magnets hit every square inch of that water.
Yeah.
But that cube magnet, I must admit, it's a good magnet, and it certainly got the finds that day.
It did not. And to be fair, that was around the time for me, and it was Sheffield's fault in a good way. It was around that time for me that I actually really got into the medieval side of history, because if you remember off that bridge, I think we pulled up a Saxon ring, a little gold one.
That's right, yeah.
And that was stuck in a big lump of crud. And wasn't there something else that came out from Sheffield that was really old as well?
There's been some lovely finds.
There's been some lovely finds from that bridge.
Yeah, we had the Saxon ring. I think there was money rings came out. We
That was
definitely, we
right.
definitely got to the history layer in that area, hadn't we?
And not far from that bridge is it's underwater now, as you know, but there's a 1640s British Civil War bridge that was actually shot up with little cannonballs called Rodneys, and we've had Rodneys out.
That's right, yeah.
100% Tracy, check your crud. And you know what? I have noticed, and this is not trying to blow our own trumpets, but I have noticed that it's influenced a lot of other magnet fishers to do the same, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
It is, because there's been so much. I mean, we've been fishing, me and the Peakys, a good 8 years now. And when you think back of what we could have missed with the amount of crud that we've thrown away in the past,
it breaks your heart, doesn't it? And when I watch other people's videos, which is very rare because too busy concentrating on our own stuff, but when I do watch their videos and I see some of the stuff they're chucking away, but it's no good telling them because they're not live where you can say, save it quick.
Yeah.
That video's been done 2 weeks before and you're crying for them. You're thinking, no, I can't believe what you've just thrown.
like you did with that World War II entrenching tool.
Back in Birmingham.
Look, back in Birmingham days, it was a shovel. It came out the canal, I thought, and then Steve found me, and it was a World War II, fouled up entrenching shovel, wasn't he, Steve?
It was, yeah. And you went back to see if it was still there, and it had gone, hadn't it?
It had gone.
How many cannonballs have you found?
Oh, crikey. Well,
See, it's awkward to count now because I have given some away in the past, so.
and I've never really counted how many I've had. I've not had as many as Glenn. Glenn's the cannonball kid. He always seems to drop lucky and find a cannonball.
It's mad, isn't it? And you find them.
I think you've got over 40 now, haven't you?
Yes, but the difference is with mine, Steve. I'm not trying to upset anybody. Mine are confirmed.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you've got to be
sorry.
careful with cannonballs, guys, because when you get in an area and there's 100 coming out in one spot, it could be ballast that they use for boating.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't realise that narrowboats use a lot of what look like cannonballs, and they are actually ballast balls.
Yeah.
They're what we use for rock crushing and things like that in big mills. And when they were done with them, a lot of the boaters used to take them because the narrowboats have to have a certain amount of tonnage under the floors of the boat as ballast. So they use whatever they could get hold of.
Yeah.
And
And I want to know,
when the
Dave,
boat
Steve,
sinks and they all come out the bottom of the boat, don't they?
yeah, I want to know now if it wasn't for you. If I'd never have met you and I was finding hundreds of cannonballs, I'd say, oh, the cannonballs, but I've learned off Steve, being a boatsman, that that's what they are, and that's why I always get Steve to check my balls. Cannonballs.
Some people do get them confused with mill balls, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of people are finding what they think of small cannon. The smallest cannonball is called a Seika. Anything smaller than that could be just a mill ball. As Steve said, they used them in mills to crush up stones into gravel. I've even seen people hold a cannonball this big and it's actually off a swing press. So there is lots of possibilities out there before you've got a confirmed cannonball. If you're in front of a battle site, if you find one, you're lucky. But if you find 50, there's something going on.
Quinset,
Yes.
Quinset, is there any more cannonballs to be found?
Yes. Yes, there is. There's, I mean, we've only scratched the surface of the waterways in this country.
Yeah.
To say every stretch of water in this country has now been hit by magnet fishers, they've only just got down to the down to the history layers now.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is
You think back how many, I mean, we've been fishing 8 years now. Imagine how many tons of scrap metal we've pulled out of British waterways. It beggars belief, it really does. It's only certain areas now are just getting down to the history layers.
Yeah.
every time I see an airplane in the sky, I think, did we put towards that plane? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're right, Steve. I mean, even Cambridge on its own, yeah, there was a lot of us, but was it 12 ton come out?
12 tons in over 3 weekends. Over 3 weekends, 12 tons.
Weekends out of years we've been doing it.
That is a lot of scrap metal. And like I say, you had all the British magnet fishers together, and imagine what they've pulled out as well. But you just cannot comprehend the fact that there's that much metal in our waterways.
Yeah. I could probably say that you're looking at in Britain alone, it's probably 500,000 ton without being shy of it. Because when you think, like Steve said, there's some groups have got 10 people in their group and they're pulling out, let's say, 2 ton a week, and you had that up over a year, and think you had that up over 5 years, and that's just one group.
Well, when you look back as well, when I first hit Oxford, I did it with another YouTuber. We pulled over, I think it was 50 electric bikes out of one bridge.
Yeah.
And them things weigh a ton.
They do, yeah. How can you tell the difference between a cannonball and a mill ball?
It takes some research.
Yeah.
It really does, because they're very similarly made, but there are distinguishing castings to tell.
And a cannonball has to be exact same weight as a registered one, and it has to have the same diameter measured. If you've got a cannonball and you put it up and it doesn't match any of the, because you got a Seika, demi-cannon, falconet, you've got like a graph of cannonballs, and if that cannonball you've got or suspected cannonball you've got doesn't match them graphs, it isn't a cannonball.
No research on it.
But Steve's very right. You can pull a steel ball up, iron ball up, and it'll have a seam round it and everything, and it looks like a cannonball. But that's the difference. You got to remember also as well, even if you go back 300 years and you find a cannonball from 300 years ago, nice and smooth. A lot of cannonballs that are found are in really bad condition. They've got chunks stuck out of them where they've impacted buildings or bridges. You can just tell as well by the look, the feel of some of them.
Jim and Singrid asked what I'd like to find. You know, I'm not too sure. I haven't really got anything.
She's after an husband.
I think if you ask every magnet fisher out there, I think the top of the list would always be a cannon.
Yeah.
It's a cannon or a bell.
Perhaps I've been spoiled because I said earlier, I says, you know, because I've had that feeling, but I suppose to somebody that still hasn't had one or anything near that, it's like, wow, I want that. It's off my bucket list now.
I do like anything to do with churches, to be honest, as Glenn knows. If I see a church, I'm in awe of it and I like going in them. So possibly something to do with the church. I don't know what.
I know when we all start out, we all have our bucket list of finds that we want to find, but we've gone beyond that now. We've gone beyond, because we've had virtually everything that there is to find. It's more about the company and the friendship now.
It is, and I think it becomes as well where, let's say you've got your bucket list find, you think, well, I won't mind another one of them. So you kind of like pull another one up and you go, you've not got the excitement you did with the first one, but you go, I've got a pair of them now, whatever your bucket list find is.
It's like guns. Everybody wants to find a gun, but once you found 1, 2, 3, I forget how many I've had. I think I've had about 50 now. You don't want them anymore.
No.
Well, I like the little toy ones, you know, like the little flower bits and stuff like that.
I think
you can show and stuff. But anything
unusual.
Yeah.
I think once we done gun bridge, as we call it, where we had over 70 guns out, that kind of done it for me. I'd never found really a gun up until that point. And then we had like 68, 70 out. It was like, I've done it now. Don't know more. I don't know more. And if I do find them, they just go straight to the coppers and I don't kind of worry about it like I used to. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, to us it's more family time now.
Yeah.
We class each other as family and we get to spend our family time together on a Sunday doing what we love, looking for history.
And it's not just based to the Peaky Dippers either. Outside of Peaky Dippers, We're all family. We all talk to each other more or less every day. If anyone's got an issue or whatever, we all sort it out. If anyone's ill, like Kirsty and Michael only live up the road if they need any medicine or shopping fetching, or vice versa if we're ill. We're all kind of very close people.
Ain't that the truth, Stacey and Mike? I'd rather find a cannonball than a gun.
Do you know what, Stacey? You are... That is a good attitude to have, because I know you've only just started magnet fishing, and that is a brilliant attitude to have, because you can't keep a gun. And people have got a bit of a misconception. If you pull an antique gun up, you can keep it. You cannot. You need deactivation paperwork.
I'm going to say, you get people saying it's a keeper, it's a keeper. It's only a keeper if you pay to have the deactivation certificates. Even obsolete caliber guns, yeah, you can keep them, but you still legally have to have a deactivation certificate for them.
You do. And I think this is where people get mixed up. I do hear people saying, oh, it's a keeper. No, it's not. And it'll only take somebody who's watching to get a bit jealous or whatever.
We've looked into it ourselves. I personally collect World War I and World War II militaria. So I've done everything in my powers to preserve history in that respect. But you pull a World War II gun out of a river and it's all crudded up. To get that deactivated legally, you're looking at about £400 per gun, because first they have to be sent away and they have to be cleaned first.
Yes.
So that they can get to them and get them all the moving parts working again before they do what they have to do to deactivate them. So it can be expensive. If you want to keep them, by all means, get them sent away, get them deactivated legally. You have to have the certificate.
Yeah. And another thing I'd like to say to Stacey as well, as a new magnet fisher, even part of a gun, you have to be very careful with, because if it's a pressure-bearing part, like a trigger or a hammer off a rifle,
it still falls under Section 5 of the Firearms Act. Yeah.
But she's got the best attitude. That is a wicked and amazing attitude to have for how long Stacey and her husband have only been magnet fishing, because it is true. I've said it since as well, Steve, haven't I? I would rather find the Jew's harp or a buckle than any bomb. Things are going to come up, guys, by accident, because that's the nature of what we do. But
they're getting fewer and fewer now because of the amount of people magnet fishing. It's like safes. We never find safes anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Because we
I remember back in the day, we used to go under a bridge in Birmingham. You'd find 10 plus safes, and you'd pile them up.
Now the guns and ammunition and things like that, they're getting rarer and rarer to find now. We hardly ever find them now.
That's right, yeah.
Can you donate all guns to a museum? It's
a nightmare.
You can't even take,
It is a nightmare. We was invited to Wiedenbeck. We found, all of us found, obviously, what was made there. Even though the museum was on site, the trouble that I had to get these guns deactivated, cleaned, they couldn't afford it.
It takes, if you could have, you find them, you can take them from the canal side too.
You can't even move them. You can't move them.
Imagine if you got stopped by the police or something.
That's it. I mean, even just pulling a gun off your magnet and putting it in your box so that the public, it's out to the side to public, it's actually concealment of a weapon.
It is.
And if you get a job's worth police officer, they'll really go to town on you.
Yeah. And especially with a magnet fisher, because they want to set an example.
That was funny that day in Leamington Spa where you pulled that toy gun out and not thinking Glenn was just cocking it in the air, and within 3 minutes, I think it was less than that, the police pulled up because they was sat watching him while they was having a tea break on the CCTV cameras.
I was going to say, it's not a good idea in front of a very busy summer terraced building with people sitting there drinking their coffee thinking, what's he doing there?
You can just take it if you want it.
So Paul Marie done a fantastic job getting permission there. She damn well did, Paul. It was like trying to get into Fort Knox, and Steve's my witness to this.
More to come this year.
We have got, I've got a place lined up, and if I can get us in there, It's not nothing to do with guns. But I tell you what, I'm so excited. If this lady
really
gives us the go ahead, I want to get in there, yeah. I'm talking about Templars history here. So I'm not going to say no more.
Beautiful location.
Yeah, beautiful location. But it's on private land, so we go around it the right way.
There are other parts of weaponry that we are allowed to keep, and we do keep, and we do preserve.
Yeah. Yeah.
We won't lie. We do keep certain things. I mean, I'm staring now at my bayonet that I got out of Oxford.
Yeah.
It's all preserved and mounted up.
And we went to that pool and we had completely empty grenades.
Yeah.
But you can see straight away through them on the casings. There's no detonator in them. There's no spoon on them, no base plug. You can see completely through them. There was training grenade. Yeah. You know.
And we do have experts in our groups as well. I'm friends with a guy from the bomb squad itself. I'm not going to give his name out because he doesn't like his name being given out. But he advises us on the best way to clean certain things as well, to get rid of any trace elements of explosives or anything like that, so that they can be preserved and kept as well.
Yeah. Stacey D just said something else where I like, she's into the padlocks and the keys, and that is brilliant because I will stand there all day. Steve knows this. If I knew that there was a key factory from the Georgian times, I'd be there all day pulling them out.
On display.
They all go mad for keys. They all scream and shout as much as I did with the cannon. It's kind of an old key.
These are padlocks we've had out. But
it's not very good light in here, is it?
No.
You can't really see, Marie.
But we did have a nice collection of keys, but thanks to Frances, bless her, she just completely topped our box up. And I'll never be able to thank her enough for them because there's some beautiful keys. But the only key I want now, and that's on my bucket list, is a Roman key.
Ooh, is that your bucket list?
Have you seen them, Steve? They're beautiful.
I have, yeah. They're very unusual ones, aren't they? The Roman.
They are. A Roman key or Jews harps, anything like that, I want.
Oh, we've got a few Jews harps in frames in the kitchen, haven't we?
No. I might come and take a trip up to your house soon, Steve.
We'd have to get a ring light, for the lighting here, so when we show
I think we're going to need one next time.
Yeah. Get one.
Right.
Giveaway.
No. Now you're going to see the video, guys,
Don't you want to see what
of the cannon cleaned up and in my house. So you've seen the first part of the video, guys, where me and Steve found it. Now you're going to see it in its glory, painted up.
And he doesn't share. It's never allowed up here to come and sit in my living room.
Too bloody heavy. You could in fuel to get that in your boot.
And we are so sorry if it's jumpy again. We'll have to look into it. We'll have to check out what causes it to jump.
Well, Shagger Magnets didn't go. Don't blame us because we.
Your camera's gone off.
Has it?
That's all right, though. The subscribers only need to see the handsome one.
Are we back? Oh, we're back. I don't know what happened there, bro. I know it's been bad across Wales because my nan lives there, but it's not worth it. It's not worth killing people or having accidents just for the sake of putting a magnet in.
Exactly.
That comes first, doesn't it? Right.
I think it's the first time we've ever had a weekend off because of the weather. Normally we're out in the snow and that, but...
Well, people have seen us where the winds and the rain's been sideways. We've been out in 100-degree heat. But something told me this weekend it's just not worth it because I've explained to people you've got an hour and a half to me, but if we go to Oxford, it's another hour and a half. And if it did snow while the car's sitting there doing nothing, we're all stranded. So
we've had that before, haven't we? Where we fished all day and then we realised, there's a lot of snow down here.
Where's them clips gone?
So now we're going. Oh, the clips have disappeared.
Right, shall I add it in again?
Add it in again then. Do apologise, guys. We are still really learning how to do this every week as it goes along because something new happens. So, sorry about if we missed any comments. We are trying to keep an eye.
Shall I add it to stage anyway and see if it's okay?
Sorry?
Hang on. Well, I'm going to add it to the stage. It's all right.
I can't hear something when he lifts his glasses up.
It's gone blank, but I'm hoping when I bring it onto the screen, it's going to start.
Yes, try it then. So this is trial and error, guys. Marie's going to press this button now, and if it plays, it plays. If it doesn't, then we'll have to.
Right.
If not, I'll just sing to everybody.
There we go.
Don't wanna wake up, I might be dreaming. I might be dreaming. You're stirring things up, my heart is beating. My heart is beating. I won't let go, I can't say no. My heart is yours, so I say here we go. You do that something to me, you do that something to my heart. I give up, you won't stop, I'm like a spinning top. You do that something to me, you do that something to my heart. I give up, you won't stop, and I keep spinning. You see right through me, do that to me, so let's do this, baby. You do that something to me, you do that something to my heart. I give up, you won't stop, I'm like a spinning top. Not used to do this, it ain't my style. It ain't my style. You see right through me, I don't wanna hide. No, I don't wanna hide. I won't let go, I can't say no. My heart is yours, so I say here we go. You do that something to me, you do that something to my heart. I give up, you won't stop, I'm like a spinning top. You do that something to me, you do that something to my heart. I give up, you won't stop, and I keep spinning. You see right through me, do that to me, so let's do this, baby. You do that something to me, you do that something to my heart. I give up, you won't stop, I'm like a spinning top. Giving it up, giving it up, giving it up, giving it up, giving it up. Oh, I'm like a spinning top. Giving it up, giving it up.
There we go, guys. That was a bit abrupt of an ending, but just some pages.
Can I just state as well, the actual base that is sat on is actually
Yeah.
an old wagon wheel as well. Because we
You found that?
I did, yeah. I pulled two of those out, didn't I? And somebody stole one.
That's right, yes. We put it on the back of our trailer,
Yeah.
and by the time we got back to the trailer, which was only 10 feet away from us, somebody had managed to sneak it away. But yes, Steve actually found that. And I thought, what could I use that for? Nice old wagon wheel.
Solid oak.
I thought, it'll be nice as a base for the cannon.
But yeah, that base actually is a wagon wheel off a very, I think it was an 1820s cart.
It was, if you remember, Steve, I think it was fishing outside of an old mill. Was it a seed mill or a corn mill?
It was a corn mill, yeah.
And obviously, back in them days, they would have had child labour.
Well, it's heavy, that base as well, though. It's solid oak with a steel banding around it.
It was beautiful to clean up and paint up. And then I just kind of free-handed Royal Navy 1850 on it just to give it a bit of... But it's actually 1830s, that cannon. So that is actually a Napoleonic cannon, but I've got 20 years on there somehow.
But it's a great way to display it, so you can have it inside.
I'm surprised it's not taking your spot in bed, Marie.
I shan't say wheels to it.
Oh
I'm just going to read.
But we might play it again after anyway.
Yeah, if anybody's missed the actual finding of the cannon, or you just want to see the footage again, let us know through the comments. I'm just trying to keep an eye on some of the comments, but I do apologise. Some of the comments are like 2 or 3 lines, which I'm doable. When they're moving up like that and then 16 lines, I'm like, we'll get used to it. We will. Have we ever found an anchor?
Yeah.
Steve's
one of the anchors, isn't it?
Have we ever found an anchor, Jerry wants to know?
An old anchor.
Yes, they're in my garden, actually. We've got a few. We've had a few, but I've had, both me and Alison have had the biggest ones found.
Mm. You found one in Worcester, didn't you? So I'll check out that video, the Worcester one.
Yeah.
And
Alison pulled one out.
In
Reading.
No,
was it Reading?
No, Staines, weren't it?
Was it Staines?
I think it was Staines, yeah.
Straight across from that pub.
And that was a beauty, that anchor, weren't it?
Yeah.
Well, perhaps, Steve, within the next couple of weeks when the snow's off the ground, perhaps you can take a couple of photos or a little bit of footage of the anchors.
Not seeing them.
Bear with me.
Oh, he's going to tell you to show you.
Bear with me.
And the boat, by the way, guys, is the one for Steve crashed.
I didn't crash it.
And he's using it as a planter.
I don't think I can turn my camera around, can I?
Should be able to.
I don't think you can on this. No, that's turned it off.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're down there anyway.
You wouldn't be able to see them anyway. They've got snow all over them, haven't they?
Yeah. Snow good, Steve.
You can see we've got a lot of snow out there.
But he has got, to be fair, Steve was fishing up on his own on the slope in Worcester, and he got caught on something big, and he asked for my help, and we kind of got it up. And when it broke the water, we couldn't believe it. I never saw an anchor. You see them in films and stuff like that, but you don't ever think you're going to put one out the River Severn, do you?
No, we've had quite a few anchors, small ones. We've had loads of small ones.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
those two are the biggest.
Small ones in there.
Yeah, I believe they're the two that we've got are the biggest ones that's been pulled in this country.
I've never seen any bigger in magnet fishing, bro.
No, I might be wrong, but
There would have been another one, wouldn't there? But doing silt, if you remember.
oh yeah, we lost one. We left one in Worcester, didn't we? Because it had still got all the chain attached to it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My God, yeah, the amount of people that got caught on that with the magnets. And we had to be careful when we was winching because there was a cafe right by us.
That's right,
So,
yeah.
you know, you have to think of the people's safety. So we did, and we just left it. Stacey T, we are doing our own magnet fishing bingo thing of rare finds 2025. We have an anchor mystery on there.
I know what you mean. That it's like a game, a bingo game of different finds.
It's a good idea, that, actually. And there's an anchor on there, Steve, she said. Obviously, things they want to find. Just to find one now. You know what, Stacey? When we first started, I'll say this to Steve more or less every week, to think when I was in 2018 fishing the canals of Birmingham on my own and finding bits of metal I get excited over, and to what we've got now is, I think I'm in a dreamland sometimes because I see stuff come out now, either by myself or with one of the other Peakys every week, and I think, wow, because the stuff that's coming out now, as Steve said, we are hitting the layers now in the rivers and the canals where the deeper history, it's like a timeline, deeper you go, the older the stuff.
That's exactly it. It's a timeline of history, and we're at the proper history layers now in certain areas.
James says, "Are we going up the River Severn again?"
We will do eventually, James, but the River Severn, even in the summer, is well known for flooding. So we have to time it right with the River Severn because it's an estuary river as well. Like it comes in from the mouth of Bristol and it runs up. You get what's called the ball. So we have to be careful when we do it. If it's raining, it's not worth going to it when it's raining because it only needs a trickle of rain and that river seems to always flood. So we will be going back. There's an area I've always wanted to do, and I think Steve wants to do it, where we will need the boat and waders because there was a lovely battle there.
Richard's made me laugh. Wonderful fun and great restoration job, but I have to smile to myself when Glenn says, I don't want guns in the house, knowing he's got a cannon in his hand.
Exactly. Well, you can have a big cannon like that, or I'll have a cannon. But you touched on something earlier, Steve, about the cannonballs and that, and there is more cannonballs to be found because we've never really found any of these big buggers.
No, that's true.
You know what I mean? So they're still out there. I believe they're still out there. I'm going into live fishing. James Sutherland, Mick B.
Yes, we do, Mick B.
What's that?
The Vickers. Do we have anything actually sat in the museum on display? There's
Yes.
things in Whedon.
Yes.
Back when I first started magnet fishing 8 years ago, in an area in Rotherham, me and a group of other people discovered a cache of World War I Vickers machine guns, and I gave one of my 3 that I'd pulled to Glenn and Marie, and eventually that one, when we started to get to know the legalities of having them, we decided between all 3 of us, it was Glenn and Marie's idea actually to donate it to a museum, so that one did go to a museum, didn't it?
It's on display, isn't it?
It's on display at Whedon Beck.
It is. It's at the Whedon Beck Museum.
Yeah.
Amongst other things.
Amongst all the rest of the stuff we pulled out that day for them.
Yeah, one of them ended up in a museum in North Weald in Essex, and another one ended up in a museum up in Bradford.
That's right. Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Lovely.
But they were some of the very early. That's what got me into collecting militaria, was finding the Vickers machine guns, because the one I gave to Glenn and Marie after researching was actually found to be one that was mounted in a Sopwith Camel aircraft, the biplanes.
Yeah.
It still got the mechanism to help guide it to shoot through the propeller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
I'm always trying to find the photos of it on display because we've got some somewhere, haven't we? And pop them onto our page.
It's going back, like I say, it's about 8 years ago now, because I've had 3 from that spot. I know Scotty B of Patriot Magnets, he got one. No, they got 2. There's 28 being found altogether from that particular spot.
There has, yeah. And we've been there and hammered it in the past, and lots of people have, haven't they? Because of what's come out. But they don't seem to. You pull pieces out now, but there's not an whole one come out since, has there?
Well, what I liked about it was the stories behind them, because we was hitting the area quite regular, we got speaking to locals of the area who told us the history of how they ended up in the water, and you don't always get to find that. Where we was fishing, there was a smelting yard on the opposite bank, and the MOD had sent them all by boat to this plant to be melted down, and they were all stored in the stockyard in crates. And back in the 1960s, the very early 1960s, the local kids used to climb over the fence and play with them. How we found out that it was the kids that had thrown them in the water.
Mom, Dad, I'm going out today. I'm going to go and play with Jim. We've got some machine guns we're going to go and play with.
But they did back then. There was no security or anything like that. I mean, when you look at the history of Whedon Beck, at the time, they had stockpiles of guns, thousands and thousands of them after the wars and things like that, stockpiled up, and anybody had access to them. I mean, there's that saying now, there isn't a house in Whedon that hasn't got a Sten gun in its attic.
That's right, that is. I've heard that, yeah.
Where is the museum? It's called the Depot, and it's in Beck.
Whedon Beck is an area of Northamptonshire. So if you look on Google at Whedon Beck Depot,
Royal Ordnance Depot, Whedon Beck.
That's it. And it's in Northamptonshire. And if you was to go there for the day, it's lovely to walk around the museum. They have actually got other buildings along the canal that have. You got one that's like an antique centre, something else. I think one's an artist, sells painting, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's the old stores, the old Ministry of Defence stores. It was, hence the Royal Ordnance Depot. They used to store all the weaponry there, clothing, and a lot of the buildings are still there that store different things. And then right at the very bottom, you've got the what's called the magazines, where they made the explosives. They filled Mills grenades and things like that up. And one of them actually blew up.
It did. It's still not there to this day. It's just half the building left.
It's still not there. What he means is, in between the magazine buildings, you had a magazine building, then you had a mound of soil, another building filled with soil, and then another magazine. And it was, if there was an explosion in this one, the explosion wouldn't pass through into the next one. And the one that blew up it's missing out of all of the others.
So it's not there.
Yeah. It's still not there.
It's still not there. I'm saying they haven't built nothing in the space, have they?
No.
No.
But a lot of the old magazine buildings are still there. The stores are still there. I think one building was a jail, wasn't it? An MOD jail.
I think one was an holding in case Churchill had to run off somewhere as well.
There was an on-site fire station that's still there, and the guardhouse, which is at the main gates as you go in, is the actual museum at the top.
Yeah. Rachel Bailey, my granddad in Birmingham worked as a foreman in a factory that made wooden fuselages for a mosquito plane. He was a cabinet maker. But now that's very interesting because my granddad worked at Longbridge, where my dad worked for 32 years as well. And back when my granddad worked there, obviously, it was well known for building the tanks. But when the Germans came in, the reason they built it there, its benefits of being where it is when they used to come on a bomb raid and try and bomb Longbridge, they'd have to miss the Licky Hills. So they used to have to come in and then drop and then bomb the building. It did get bombed and people died, but they did build tank parts there at Longbridge. So that's a very close connection me and Rachel Bailey have got, because it could be Longbridge he worked at.
And my former hometown of Gainsborough in Lincolnshire was where they first started building tanks when they were first invented.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Old Evelyn Marshall plant.
Love to find a piece of tank.
Oh yeah.
My great-grandma's stories making bullets for World War II, and I think some of those she made have been pulled. Do you know what, Stacey? It's more than likely we've had all sizes, shapes, calibers of bullets come out of waterways, fired, some misfired, some still live.
See, for us, it's not just about the finds itself, it's the research that we look into things as well, and the stories that you come up with and learn. Like when we did the other Royal Ordnance, the former Royal Ordnance Depot, and we found out that's where they made all the high explosives, and they were known as canary girls because the explosives that they were working with sent the skin yellow.
Yes. That is.
Little stories like that we love.
Yeah.
It's like Bletchley. It's like Bletchley down in towards Milton Keynes. Unfortunately, there's no water there, but well, I've looked and I can't see none. But there's a crater in Bletchley, and when the ladies, people forget about the ladies in the war. The ladies would be in the filling factories filling the bombs up, and the bomb was that big. I think it's one of the biggest explosions on British soil. And there's actually a crater there now. She had a static shock, and it blew the factory up. There's a crater there now, and there's metal detectorists trying to go over there, which is wrong.
When you see the history that Marie puts into the videos from different research, it's the stories that we hear, and that's part of our hobby. Is all these little stories and little bits of history.
even if we find half the item, it's still nice to know what it is and who patterned it, who made it, where did it come from.
Yeah. I mean, one of my favourite finds, and it wasn't actually me that found it, was the Thomas Munn weight that I've got on the windowsill in there.
Yeah.
To anybody else, it's just a normal weight. But Thomas Munn, the story is that he was the chief executive officer for the East India Trading Company, and he was the one who brought about the Standardised Weights and Measures Act.
Yes, that's
But
right.
before that, he was a merchant, and before that, they used to use their own weights and measures. And I've actually got one of Thomas Munn's weights with his initials on.
Mad, isn't it?
Which you'll see on the museum, www.peakyshistory.com.
Yeah, because we're not going to get Steve to stand up and shout at you. You've got to go into the museum. Right, should we do this giveaway?
You don't know what it is.
Right.
It's me.
Marie's got a giveaway, but it's going to coincide with something that we found.
Right. You found the pocket watch.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Which...
At the bottle dumplings was, guys.
Sorry, yes. Glenn found a pocket watch at the bottle dump, which is now on display in Stephen Allison's lovely display cabinet, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So, and it was
And it's silver.
It was an 1877 silver Rotherham's
of London, 51mm Fusee pocket watch.
What a find! What a find! Well, I thought there's been something lurking in the bottom of my drawers.
Uh-oh.
For years.
Oh,
It's a bit dusty then.
proper history we're talking now, guys.
I mean, I like history, but going back to like Neolithic, he's taking the mick.
I just hope we're going earlier than the 70s, Marie.
Oh dear.
Anyway.
Oh.
This is what we have to work with, guys.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's been sitting in the bottom of my drawers for years, right? And I thought, seeing as you pulled up the pocket watch, it was kind of, oh dear. Anyway, it coincides with pulling out a pocket watch, right? And it's still wrapped up. It hasn't never been touched.
Come
right?
on, woman, get on with it.
I can vouch for that, boys. I can vouch for that.
Now, I'm going to see it on here. I might have to put, hang on. What I'll do is let me put my torch on my phone so it shines at us so they can actually see what it is.
We don't know what was in your drawers.
Right. Now, if I stand that there.
That is one bright light, guys. My God, I feel I'm walking up the stairway to heaven.
Right, they might see what it is now. Right, this is still all wrapped up. And these are collector's pieces to be honest.
Get to the point, Marie.
Now, I'm hoping that you can see that. That is a pocket watch. As you can see, it's still all wrapped up. And it's got, I don't know if anybody's into trains, but it's got an old steam engine on the front. Can you see that all right, Steve?
Yeah.
So that's going to be the giveaway because it's something to do with what was recently found, which was an amazing find. If I say so myself, I didn't realise what it was. But
Glory of Steam, but that is actually a pocket watch.
Has it got the correct time?
I don't know. It's ain't opened.
By the time I showed it, it'd be another 100 years old.
Anyway, but yes.
Yeah, gives you light.
So it's a steam-powered pocket watch.
It's a pocket watch with a train on the front. But
anyway, you'll see when you win it.
Yeah.
Right, so.
But it's never been opened.
It's never been opened. It's been sitting at the bottom of Marie's drawers for years.
Yeah.
For dust. And that is going to be a giveaway to somebody out there.
Somebody.
Gail do friends, but love trains.
Oh, lovely. that's what I mean. It's it might not to be everybody's taste, but I thought it's a really, really nice giveaway. Still wrapped up.
But I found something at the bottle dump yesterday. I'm not going to say no more than that. And I am going to do that for next week's giveaway. And I don't usually give these away. Anyway, but that's... Right, so should we get the wheel on?
Rob, yes, it possibly could be.
And tune in next week to find out what's in Marie's drawers.
I'm not into it anyway. I don't... There's rarities.
But I thought that coincided with that pocket watch that was found. And
Okay.
you know, it's not been opened. I don't know if it works. It should work. It's never been opened. So yeah. And we'll send a sticker as well with it as well. Right, shall we get the wheel up then?
Well, it would help.
Yeah, get the wheel up.
Oh, there's the wheel.
In your own time.
There's a wheel.
Oh, that's up on the wheel. Hang on. Right, I'm not going to add it to the screen yet because...
Ah.
Hang on. No, I've got to add it to the screen. That's what happened, I think, when it went blank. It's.
That's what it was a little bit like, because Marie put all the names on the wheel, and she pressed something, and then it all disappeared. So she had to do it again.
Share screen.
I'm going to say, make sure you share the wheel this time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, make sure you can see it. Yeah, that's it.
There we
You want to see that?
There we go, yeah. We can see it.
Excellent.
Right. Hang on then, let's make sure it is actually...
Hang on, my name's not on it.
Right, shall we spin
Every
it?
week, Peaky, you don't put my name on that wheel, and I'm on every week.
Shall we give it a spin?
Yeah.
Right, 1, 2, 3, go. Right, let's see who's won it.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
With it.
It's Tim.
It's Tim.
Congratulations, Tim. Is that FIFA victory?
I think that's for victory. Tim Bailey. I'm sure it is.
I think it is. What have you? If you know.
Well, there's no one else on there called Tim Murray. So it's Tim Bailey, I believe.
Congratulations, Tim.
He lives up by you, Steve. There's no chance you can deliver it to him.
He'll do out to save a few quid on post.
I think he does actually live quite close to you, actually.
Yeah, well done,
So,
Tim.
yes, Tim, you have won the pocket watch. There we go.
And a Peaky sticker.
And a Peaky sticker, yeah.
And a Peaky sticker. Well, actually, what I'll do, Tim, is I'll chuck you in a Chucky Crud sticker and a normal Peaky Dippers sticker as well. I say it every week, guys. You will have another giveaway next Saturday. I've got something in the... Should we show them what it is?
You can show me what you want. Is it that? Which one is it?
I can hear you.
So I've got something here I dug up yesterday. And...
You're not giving me Nan away.
I metal detected her. She got a lovely load of gold around her neck, Steve. Oh, but I'm not saying that. Yeah, congratulations, Tim.
Yeah, well done, Tim.
And I know Tim's one of them. I mean, everybody does, but Tim's
Tim on.
Another person leaves us lovely, lovely comments. Tim does.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've seen him.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, he's on.
Tim, thanks. That's brilliant. Put spin again.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Oh, bless you, Tim.
Tim wants us to spin again.
Oh, bless you, Tim.
Thank you very much, Tim. Okay.
Okay, Tim, thank you very much. Also, you're still in a chance of winning it, somebody.
James Sutherland's put give Rusty away. I am not paying the postage on him.
He keeps sending me back.
Well, that's what I mean. It might not be to everybody's taste, might not, but well, some people collect. But lovely, Tim. That's a really nice thing to do. So,
Yeah.
should we spin again?
Yeah, we'll spin again then. Thank you, Tim.
All right then. Right, let's add to stage. Right, okay. Moving, Tim. Just bear with me.
Why is the circle gone black?
Right, hang on, let's
Probably gone where that blast house is.
copy them all in again. Bear with me, because this.
Yeah, we are having a few issues.
Right, hang on.
Was that it?
Just bear with me. Bear with me.
Hey, these lives are getting longer. We've been on an hour and 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. It's because you
Yeah,
never
but time
know.
flies. It flies when you're having fun, Stephen. You're giving stuff.
He's like a tramp's overcoat. He's always on.
That's gonna be the day when people start commenting and putting sick of seeing you now.
I haven't had my dinner yet. We're having
No, mate.
Oh, we're having pasta tonight.
Right, I think what it is.
Oh, Marie.
Now it's that website's gone down.
Right.
That's what was playing up. Right. Right, bear with me.
Do a little dance for us, Glenn, while we're waiting.
Shall we see if there's a...
No, I can't because there's certain dances that come out. I haven't done my tablet yet, Steve.
What, you'll be let on alive?
Oh, no. I took some tablets earlier, but they've completely knocked me out. 5 minutes before the live, I could have quite easily gone to sleep. But
while we're waiting, let's get everybody to put a red heart in the comments section for our Kirsty, because bless her, she's been really poorly this last week. Really struggled. And Mike,
has been really ill.
Kirsty's had it really bad. So everybody, while we're waiting, let's show a red heart for our Kirsty. Say, get well, Kirsty.
For Kirsty to be ill, it's unheard of, isn't it? Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
she is. Right, it's all right. I'm just seeing if there's another site that you can use, because I haven't actually used any other sites apart from that one.
I think what we're best doing, if people want to come back next week and we spin 2 items.
See, it's not actually putting the names
Right,
on.
come out of it. Right, what I'm going to do, yeah.
It's still on the screen.
What we'll do.
Yeah, it's not putting the names
on. Respin the existing wheel and...
No, it's gone blank.
It's completely gone. The corrupted website has some. What we're going to do then, guys, is we are going to respin the wheel. We do apologise. We deeply apologise. But what we're going to do, because it was the same position we're in now anyway. So what Tim's redonated is going to be spun next week on the wheel. But I said I had a little thing from the bottle dump yesterday, and I don't usually give these away. But I am going to give this one away. And this is going to go anywhere in the world, obviously, like the pocket watch. And that is here, a brown poison bottle. It's a brown poison bottle, so you've got your ridges around the outside. Probably 1930s poison bottle there, guys. Amber. They look lovely in somebody's window, or if you've got a collection going yourselves.
Hang on a minute, that looked lovely on our shelf. You Robin so-so.
Sorry, Alison. See, I said this earlier. The Canadians and the Americans especially love poison bottles, and girls just put, oh my God, poison! So, see, that's a good thing, you see.
And 199 now.
Yeah.
So, there you have it. It's a beautiful poison bottle. It will be wrapped up and posted. I've still got to get a little bit of dirt out of there I've missed. But I will clean this up again, guys. It is in a good condition for 100 years old, 80, 90 years old. So, that'll be going out to next week's winner, as will the pocket watch.
But we'll take the names off this wheel, because I have still got the names. Put them on that one,
Yeah.
And then anybody who's on today's, we'll go in for.
From me, I am deeply sorry that you've come on here today expecting a giveaway. It's gone wrong. It's teething problems. We will get there. But as I say, nobody's going to lose out, because we'll do the 2 things next week. We might even have a 3rd item as well. So we'll find something else. And we'll have 3 lots of people, Steve.
Well, thank you to Tim for
Thank you, Tim. Very, very, very kind of you, mate.
I'll have a chat with Glenn in the week and see if he'll pay the postage, and we'll do one of the anchors. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart.
Oh, me for Seema.
Oh, I've got to give a shout out.
Oh, shout out.
Yes.
Right,
A
yes,
shout
we have.
out to Ross, Megan, and Ryan in Northern Ireland. They've just started out magnet fishing. They've asked for some pointers. They've said, you know,
We've been giving them a little bit of advice privately, but they wanted to.
They managed to get a magnet, because I know people in Ireland really do struggle to get hold of magnets.
They've managed to get one, yeah.
Unless they bought Amazon magnets now.
No, they haven't.
Oh, they haven't.
No,
See,
I'll forget them out.
I'll say it again. Amazon magnets, we all started them. They're not the worst magnets in the world, but if you buy cheap, you buy twice. That's what I've always said. So I would go to a company. I'm not going to say you've got to go to our company, but I'll go to a reputable company for a magnet. Amazon, they're all right, but if you have to knives and forks, that's about it. But and 2 pences. But I don't know with Northern Ireland, Steve. I'm not sure.
I know Ireland in general really do struggle to get magnets over there. I think it's something to do with the postal service.
Oh, Steve has commented out. Hi, Peaky Gang, we love your videos. Steve and Sue from Whitby.
From Whitby?
Now, they could be a couple that we could, I'm not going to say no more, Steve, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Being their benefit to come and,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, keep watching us, Sue and Steve. We may cross paths in the near future.
Keep looking at the screen.
In lodges.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
in Robin Hood's Bay, we're always up there.
Beautiful. I've been to Whitby. I've never been to Robin Hood's Bay, but even Whitby's beautiful. When you live around here, anything's beautiful.
You're still on, don't worry. I'm just checking the wheel of names again.
Can people see me?
Yes, people can still see her.
Can they?
I don't know what meat you've got in the oven, but there's flames coming out.
When I said I want it roasted, Marie, I want it roasted, not cremated.
Oh, dear.
It'll be powder by the time I eat it.
It's been in for an hour and a half now.
Hello? Hang on, I'm going to turn it down a bit.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, well, it's still not working. I've just checked, so.
Right, so it's not working. So we will respin these 2 items next week, and we may even find a third giveaway. I've got enough Peakys. I think Alison's on about giving some stuff away, so...
You're joking. Alison part with something.
Oh, don't swear word.
She's got a devil's toenail fossil.
Hobnail shoe, kiddies hobnail shoe heels.
Yeah, some children's hobnail shoe heel plates.
No, I'm only joking. I don't want to put her on the spot. I'll find something, don't worry.
It's all right. She's come round again now.
She's come round again. Where's the dogs today, Alan says?
Fast asleep.
Oh, fast asleep on the other... This room's a lot longer than you think. So then down the other end of the room on the settee, which is at the moment mine and Bree's bed. Because we've give a room away to our lads. Well, one of the lads.
Yeah.
So we're down here now.
But I'm surprised you didn't hear Peanut snoring then. I could hear in the distance.
I wouldn't recommend buying from Timo. No, prop fella, no.
No, you get what you pay for. That's the age-old saying.
Yeah.
We've all done it. We've all bought magnets from certain places, and they're dire. They really are bad.
If you buy cheap, you buy twice. If you pay £40 for a magnet, you expect to get £40 worth out of it.
Unless,
yeah, what we have, but then worth it.
Unless you get the 200 clamp beast from Online Magnets, because they're £43 and they are brilliant.
£46 the 200X clamp.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not the beast.
Oh, they've gone up a little bit.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I think they're 43, 46, something like that. But they are. We started with the 200, and to be fair, we had some of our damn best finds out the 200 magnet.
And if they use Peaky 10, they get 10% discount.
Yes.
Bonus.
Victoria Cooper, love Whitby and Robin Hood's Bay. Beautiful places, they sure are.
It is stunning. we was actually going to go just that little bit further. There's a little beach further up from Whitby. We was going to go on New Year's Day, weren't we? But we ended up having to cancel it last minute. Not Camper. What's the name of the beach now? I can't remember.
Oh, what's it called? Just further around, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just outside, just north of Whitby.
Scarborough.
No.
You have to let me know next time you're going there.
Yeah, we was going to go and have a little river walk because there's an inlet. We was going to have a little walk up there and see if we can find any fossils.
Sandsend.
Two walking along the beach. I'm on joking.
Robbie Allen, it's his birthday. His 45th birthday today.
Well, Robbie,
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Robbie.
James has
45.
put Philly. Is that where you're on about? Philly.
Where? Philly. Filey.
Filey.
Filey, no, it's not Filey. Why is it now? I can't
Somebody else
remember.
put something else as well.
It's going to bug me now.
Sands End.
No.
Yeah.
I think it begins with a C. Something Sands or...
Is it Spurn Point?
No, that's south.
Is it?
We've been there. It's a bit windy.
Oh dear.
It's only a little village, right on the beach.
Saltburn.
Human.
Saltburn.
Saltburn. It's just before Saltburn we was going to go.
Somebody's put Saltburn, but it's not.
Hunman Gap.
No, starts with S.
Staves, that's it. Staves Beach.
Oh?
Yeah, we was.
Oh, yeah, somebody just put Staves.
Somebody just put it as you said it. Yeah. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy, as per I was saying to you earlier, I will try and get in touch with him again, darling, but there's a bit of a language barrier going on now. If I was to speak with Magna, Quinty, I found speaking to him that day was a lot easier with it, Steve. But I think when you're texting them, they're getting the wrong end of the stick.
You've got to understand as well, some people don't like to give their addresses out either.
That's I've got a funny feeling about that, to be honest.
I'm not sure if I got a PR box, you see. I don't know.
Well, I asked him for a PR box, but I don't know whether French know what a PR box is.
No, not everybody will have a PO box because you've got to pay for them.
So I live in South France, don't I? So
and it's quite expensive for a PR box.
it is.
It is.
It's about £60 a month in Britain to have a PR box.
It is.
I drive and deliver it myself in my car.
Costs £14 to have a letterbox.
Zola Swan has put, let us know when you're up this way. That's the person who actually knew where he was on about.
All right, we'll do. We'll bear that in mind. Because Glenn loves it up there as well. There's a particular beach he likes.
I used to, but I think more now. I'd probably go for the fossils now.
Tracy said.
But I'd still click some bits. I'd still put some bits in my bag.
Tracy says, we now have Rusty Steve and Dusty Marie.
I like that, Fraser. Tracy, Fraser, Fraser.
And 100%, we are all family on here, aren't we?
Yeah, we love each other.
Robbie.
But that being said, guys, we've got a big chicken in the oven. Steve's wasting away. I can see his ribs.
I'm like a little Biafran.
And I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this live up, guys. Thank you ever so much for all joining. Again, I will repeat myself. We'll have 3 giveaways next week. And we'll get the wheel sorted on a proper website.
Peakys will make it up to you guys. You won't lose out. We'll make it
No. We will never let anybody lose out. If somebody can get their hands on a piece of history, that's what we'll do.
For some reason, the Wheel of Names isn't. The website must be down or something, which is unfortunate, but
just could be meant to be.
Yeah. Somebody did win, but obviously the read our names.
Somebody won, but they won the wheel with it. Right, guys. So big love to you all. Hopefully, weather permitted, we should be back out next Sunday somehow. We'll probably be going bottle digging again before then. And there's Thursday's premiere to come and watch, which will be part 2 of Oxford.
So you'll get to see Mike in his glasses again.
Yes, you'll see. Hello, possums.
Yeah.
You'll see Mike in his glasses again. Plus, part 1 was good with bits of history. Part 2's even better. We found some amazing stuff that day. So please come along. 8 p.m. on Thursday,
Yeah.
British time. And then we'll go bottle digging probably on the Friday, won't we? If there's no snow.
There'll be some shorts out in between now and then. We'll just bang some bottle digging shorts out and that. And don't forget, we have on the community on YouTube and on our Facebook page, we have a Peakys Tuesday trivia. So a little bit of fun for you. Yeah.
Give them easy. You need to find something harder.
I'll make them a bit harder then.
And don't forget www.peakydippershistoryhunters.com. Go and check out the museum, guys. It's free for everybody. You can go back as many times for a visit as you want. There's new things added every week. You
will never have to spend a penny on this channel. Yeah. Everything is
I need to spend a penny.
Right, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Everybody stay safe. If you're in the UK and there's snow about, please be careful if you're driving or even walking. Love to each and every one of you guys. Abroad, everybody abroad, love you all. Thank you ever so much for making this channel what it is. And we shall see you on Thursday's premiere at 8 p.m. British time.
Bye, everybody.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.